Hello, Richard Wilson here, Family Office Club. I wanted to create this video because it is our 1000th video on YouTube. Pretty exciting. It's taken us 17 years to produce 1,000, and this year we're looking to release over 500 new videos to the channel. Hope you're getting value from them. I hope the mini series under the playlist tab has been extremely helpful to you. And our whole business model is to try to create the best content we possibly can, release it out there, and if you profit from that greatly before we even meet in person or you get involved in our investor club at all, then perfect. That's what we're trying to do is de-risk the interaction, build trust, add genuine value, be authentic. So what I wanted to do here is go over 8 or 10 different notes. It's kind of a community update for our investor club, kind of share where we're going, how we got here, short bit on our history, etc. First off, I started the Investor Club in 2007. We now have 20 employees. We've hosted 275 plus live events, coming up on 300 soon. Over the last 17 years, we've had thousands of investors speak on stage, thousands and thousands attend our events, and we like to keep them very fast paced. We try to have a big digital footprint while also hosting in-person events because we believe that's how trust gets built the fastest. And we do a ton of thought leadership, obviously, as I just mentioned about this being our 1000th public video on YouTube. We have a family office podcast. We also are interviewing 100 billionaires at billionaires.com. So on a high level, that's really what we do as an investor club. We've helped people create their family offices, but we're also looking to expand our team as we grow. We're looking to acquire some additional talent, invest in some additional talent to join our team this fall. If you're someone who's always looked for a chance to prove yourself and not work in a place where you're boxed in or limited, and you want to be in a meritocratic team that really rewards results and gives you a platform to really scale, then we'd love for you to reach out to us and see if you'd be a right fit for our team. If you're an investor or someone who is a founder, wealth creator, looking for capital, etc., I encourage you to check out our investor club. And you can do so by going to 2 places. You can go to investorclub.com or familyoffices.com. But I think it's important to share a couple of notes about what our community really stands for. First of all, my grandpa was an Eagle Scout. My father was. I'm an Eagle Scout. And the values shown through the Scout Oath are really important to me. It's kind of what I grew up on. And so we try to run an investor club that attracts class act individuals. I think you go further in life and you create more win-win deals and you do more repeat business when you can be thought of as a class act person who's respectful, polite. You might still be very persistent. You might sometimes still have to do bold things, but you aren't constantly burning bridges or being rude or off-putting, etc., as much as you can, right? I mean, if you do anything big in any industry, there's going to be some people that don't like it. But doing big things, scaling things to a high level, but doing so with good values is really important to me and our club. Also, very few investor clubs talk about health. We talk about how not just to be ultra wealthy, but as you're growing your wealth, be also ultra healthy. Invest in your health. And we give dozens of ways that I'm investing in my health, our members do. And it's a great reminder for people that are too busy or too business focused to remember what's most important and invest in your health. We also like to do some things that are new and bold. We have written a lot of books that are the first books written on those topics. We are very quickly becoming the #1 resource for mental models and strategies directly from billionaires at billionaires.com. And it took us 12 years to acquire that asset. So it's really exciting to get that done recently, just about 2 years ago. And what's interesting about people that accomplish big things is that it takes ambition, it takes courage, it takes persistence, it takes grit. And we really resonate with entrepreneurs, founders, and wealth creators here at the Family Office Club. I am one myself. Our most common clients are first generation, second generation families. They're not third and fourth generation families that only put their money in the stock market, diversify to the extreme, never invest directly in real estate, never invest directly in funds, only use their private banker, never invest in companies. We're not like that. Our entrepreneurs, our founders and investors are investing in companies, investing in real estate, investing in alternative investment funds and new ventures, etc. It's part of the fabric of who they are as an entrepreneur. And I think that all of us along our journey have had to do things that are relatively bold when people told us not to. Most of the great deals I've gotten done are when people told me to go away. I was wasting my time. I changed the deal structure and I get the deal done. When I started Family Office Club and bought familyoffices.com and wrote one of the first books on family offices, many people told me that I was wasting my time and this family office thing would never amount to anything. In addition to that, I remember having an affirmation journal when I first started the business that I wanted to do 1 million a year in revenue. And I remember somebody seeing that on accident. I didn't show it to them on purpose, and they literally laughed at it. And my third year in business, I did $1 million a year in revenue. And now we're 17 years in. We're doing much, much more than that. I also remember that at one event, I said, hey, we're trying to interview 100 billionaires. We have 40 of them done. And I'll be a hero of my household with my wife and 3 daughters. If Taylor Swift is a friend of yours, I would love to interview you. If you're here in the audience listening to this or watching this YouTube channel, I would love to have Taylor be one of the 100 billionaires we interview. Just need 3 minutes of her time, a single audio message. It'd be amazing. I remember mentioning that Michael Jordan and Taylor Swift would be 2 billionaires that I would love to interview above many of the others for somewhat obvious reasons. And I remember that many people in the audience literally laughing at the suggestion that one, my comment would work, and two, that anyone would be friends with Taylor Swift, as if she has no friends or those friends would not be in our Investor Summit room. But what's interesting about them laughing out loud about that is that at the event before, I had asked if anyone in the room was connected to Tony Robbins. Somebody came up right after I said that, recorded an audio message to Tony. Tony recorded his answers back. 2 hours later, we had the interview done, and it was amazing. So my point of bringing that up is that wealth creators and founders, you have to have courage to do things that others don't want to take the risk to do. You have to make decisions and trust your gut, even when your team, your spouse, or your family, or even clients disagree with what direction you're going in. And I can relate to you. We can relate to you. And if you're looking for a community where there is perpetual learning and you want to get access and plug into our perpetual learning machine, that is what our Investor Club is all about. That's why I still go to my own events after hosting almost 300 of them. That's why I'm still creating videos like this after creating 1,000 videos over 17 years, is that I'm always learning more. And we did a full day, 6-hour workshop on billionaire scaling strategies and what I've learned so far by reading 95 books authored by billionaires and interviewing 40 billionaires. And one of the top things is that they're voracious learners. They're always learning more, picking up new, what Munger would call mental models, new strategies, new ways to keep their mindset in the right place, etc. And I would encourage you to come and check out our Investor Club if that is you as well. There's a certain level of ambition needed to constantly learn. But I love what Mark Cuban says, that if you focus on a niche and you outwork and outlearn everyone else in that niche, you've got a great chance to succeed. And as long as you keep on experimenting, you only need 1 or 2 formulas to work, and then you hold on to that and keep on experimenting and keep on learning. So it's not working smarter hard, it's working harder at working smarter and usually working hard, right? Like most of us are naturally hard workers because we're excited about what we're doing. So a few things I wanted to mention here before we sign off. We have professional athletes speaking at our events. We have angel investors. We have the heads of other investor clubs. We have billionaires on stage, 100 million plus net worth centimillionaires, people who have just sold their business. We have tax experts. We have wealth advisors. We have multifamily offices. We have some investors that only do small deals, small check sizes. We have some that won't get out of bed for writing less than a $5 or $10 million check. We have people who seed deals, do co-GP structures or joint venture structures, or provide hard money loans, etc. And I have a full spectrum of investors, founders, and wealth creators within our Investor Club. So I definitely encourage you to check it out if that sounds interesting and sounds exciting to you. Our goal long term is to build the #1 investor club in the world that has in-person events, which is really important for building relationships and true connections and friendships. And currently, we have 14.5 million social media group members and followers. Our goal is to grow that to 100 million over time. And our goal is to have the standout top investor club globally. So I hope you be part of that movement. If you resonate with the things that I'm talking about within this, then I encourage you to go to investorclub.com and register real quick with us, or go to familyoffices.com to see our upcoming event schedule. And if you want to see our 100 Billionaire interview series, please go to billionaires.com. Reach out if you have any questions about our membership or club. Hope you enjoy the next 1,000 videos here on YouTube, and I appreciate you following and sharing our work with your community, or sharing what we do on social media. We're trying to do good while doing well, just probably like you are in your business. And love to hear from you directly. My email is just richard@investorclub.com, or just shoot me a text message, 305-333-1155. Thank you.